Welcome, welcome. Okay, Rorree here with the Totally Rorree channel, and I'm so not good at remembering to ask people to like, subscribe, hit the little bell, and all that good stuff. All right, so I'm gonna get that out of the way. Like, subscribe. If as you're watching, if you feel like the content can benefit somebody else, please share the video with others. So today, I'm going to do a reading. I have a client that wants a reading, and he wants both medical intuition and some business intuitive guidance. So we're gonna do both. I pulled some cards from 3 decks already before getting started. One, well, I thought I was gonna pull 1 card, but 2 cards were for the energy of the session. 1 card was for the medical intuition, where he asked a question about something that we've been working on. And then the last card was a business question that he asked. So I did not look at what any of these things meant yet. I'm gonna just get started. Those of you who've watched my sessions before, I usually get started by looking at the person on a spiritual level, and seeing what I see, feeling what I feel. I do a healing, a clearing. I sometimes work with your chakras. I work with your, what are they called? I can't remember what they're called. It's gonna come to me. But so I kind of do a fine tuning of your body and your spirit and everything. And then I go wherever spirit leads me, okay? So, I'm an intuitive healer, and that's what we're getting ready to do right now. All right, so let me get started. I'm gonna turn this music down a little bit because it's distracting my brain. All right, so. All right, so first, as I'm looking at you, okay, so the words that I'm hearing are confusion, and I'm hearing a little confusion. So that's what I'm seeing or hearing that's in your space right now, a little confusion. I see you vibrating at a blue color that has it's like blue, dark blue, like a dark navy blue in some areas, and then there's like some marbleized bluish white color in the middle of it, like it looks like a W. Strange. That's like the dark navy blue, and then there's in the middle of that there is the marbleized white and blue color, and it's kind of swirly, looks a little cloudish. If you would draw what a cloud look like, or paint maybe what a cloud, that's kind of what it looks like. Looks like white and blue paint kind of mixed together, swirling. All right, so that's how I see you vibrating. I'm hearing controlled energy. That's what I'm hearing. Controlled energy in your space, and I feel like this is you, and you maybe a little rigid. You control yourself. You make sure that you're straight and narrow. That's kind of what I'm getting, like a controlled energy, controlled personality is what I'm hearing now. So before I get into looking at you totally, let's look at the cards for the energy of the session, and then I'm going to look at your body. Alrighty. So the first card that jumped out was second chakra, Archangel Ariel, and this is what the card looks like. All right, so what am I seeing in this card? Let me put some glasses on, because those of you who watch me know that I am new to doing cards for people. I usually just do cards for myself just for fun, but they seem to be kind of on point, so I'm gonna, I've started to use them here and there. So anyway, so I don't know what they mean. I have to look everything up and read it, but I like to see what it means first. So let's see. I mean, I like to take a look at it. So it looks like she has some kind of a sphere in her hand. And if I look at it on her body, it is kind of where the second chakra is. So that must be standing for the second chakra. Octaves was what we're going to work on as well. Just resetting the octaves, we do that after we do chakras. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna read what it says. Because the only thing that I'm getting in my head is something about money. I'm not really getting anything from the second chakra, except, I don't know. I'm just gonna read because I'm not getting anything from that. Okay. Second chakra, intimacy and creativity. It did come out upright. The second chakra vibrates in the energy of the beautiful angel Ariel. She sends a bright orange energy promoting inspired creativity and greater comfort with intimacy. When the card appears upright, it's urging you to get creative. Let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This, I feel like this is about your second question. Okay, so which has to do with money. And business. Okay, so anyway, let yourself reach out into unexplored areas of self-expression and new projects that may have a more creative approach. This is also a time when the energies of closeness with others and nurturing This is also a time when the energies of closeness and with others and nurturing yourself can flow more freely. Okay. You can now open yourself to the emotional intimacy that may be coming your way. So nurture yourself and be ready to receive the affection and camaraderie of the resonant souls around you. Okay, so and the affirmation for that one is, my second chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable. I'm sorry. My second chakra is open to its perfect healthy state. I am creative and self-nurturing, more and more comfortable with gentle waves of intimacy coming my way. Okay, all righty. But I do feel like this is more about the business question that you asked about and just opening yourself up to continue being creative, because I feel like you're already being creative in this area and you're thinking about different things that you should do. So I would definitely say continue to be creative in this area. So we may end up doing the second question first. And then the second card that I got was Caring Connection, and it was reversed. Caring Connections, and it was reversed. So let's see. This is a man and a woman. And I'm not even going to try to figure out what they're talking about. I'm just going to go on and read it so we can keep moving. All right. Friendships, partnerships of two, possible love. Okay. Possible love is the second part of that. Okay, it came reversed. This card reverse signals a break in communication or a parting of ways with two people. For two people. Okay, whether romantic, social, or business, the present connection seems to be at or close to an end. If this is the case, consider what healthy actions need to be taken to move on. As difficult as a parting may be, it is often led to it can often lead to bigger and better things. Keep in mind both the logistical and emotional aspects of leaving this connection behind. Make plans, vent your feelings, always remember with every ending, a new beginning is at hand. And then the affirmation for this one is, I open my heart and life to truly caring connections. The ideal friend and partner is coming to me now. So that's the affirmation on that one. So let's see what comes up in our session today that reflects upon that. And then I won't go into the other two questions until afterwards. So let's just see where we go. Okay. So let's see what I see on your body. So right now, everything is covered up. You are vibrating. I hear high, but everything is covered up, just cloaked. When I look at you, all I see is like this black cloak that's over your body. So let's see what's underneath all of that. I'm hearing that you put the cloak up. The cloak is emotional. That's what I'm hearing. Buried emotions. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have here. I'm releasing this darkness that I see all over the front of you. Not darkness in the sense that like dark and light, like negative. It's just dark in color. Okay. I'm feeling like there's a lot of stuck energy around you. That's kind of what I'm getting. I'm feeling like I'm hearing stuck in your ways, and it's hampering your abilities to move forward a little bit in this moment. I'm hearing that it's just in this moment. So something has happened recently that has made you a little bit stuck. This is not an all the time thing for you. I'm hearing frustrated a little bit, a little frustrated. It's not a lot of anything, but a little bit frustrated. All right, so I'm just moving this thing out of the way. And it hasn't been easy because usually I could kind of just will it out and I don't have to get all into it, but it's not really moving. So I'm going to be helping you along a little bit to get out of the way. Okay, so now it's starting to lift off your feet a little bit. Roadblock, that's what I hear, roadblock. So I'm hearing roadblock, I'm hearing stuck. So we definitely are gonna do some work on the octaves and on the energy centers in your body. That second chakra is probably blocked. That's what I would assume. Since that card was pulled, I'm not looking at your energy centers yet, but I just have a feeling that that's what we're gonna deal with once I get this blockade off at the front of you. Because I can't even see. Oh my stars, it's like cray. Okay, so as I'm moving through it, it's heavy. Okay, so it feels like an entity. So it feels like an entity that may have been called in, you know, because I felt like you created this thing here. So I'm feeling like you called it in. And I'm still hearing it is not bad, because some people, we refer to things as bad or good, light or dark or whatever. So I'm not hearing that it is bad. It just is, I'm hearing helping you. So this entity is helping you to get focused, helping you to clear out the frustration. I'm hearing that, like I heard from the entity and I heard it has not been working. So, and it feels like it's a he. So whatever he is doing, it has not been working. That's what I heard relayed to me. Or kind of just whatever. Okay. Okay, so he has agreed to just step away so that I could do the work, because whatever he was working with you on really wasn't the answer. So he has agreed to kind of just step away. If you need him, he will come back if you need him. I'm hearing that it wasn't a conscious request for this entity to come help you. I'm hearing, excuse me, you just wanted some help, and in your request, the entity came to help you. Okay? All right. But he's stepping aside at this time. I'm hearing one of your guides. He's one of your guides. Nothing to be afraid of. Just there for you when you're in need. But for whatever reason, he really did not have the answer for your current request or your current situation. Okay, so let's see. All right, so we're just gonna go through and do your energy centers right now. Okay, so wow. Okay, so when I just go to start doing the work, I started feeling a pain in my head right here. So, it just felt like there was a little stuck energy in your head. Um, it feels like that could have led to the confusion of some sort. Because I feel like you've been on point as to which way you're supposed to go and what direction you're to go in, but a little bit of confusion crept in. So I feel like, you know, that was the energy of that, the emotionality that I just felt just now. All right. I'm clearing your energy centers right now, and then I'm gonna do the octaves. All right, so down here, I do feel very stuck, spongy energy in like the second and third chakras. So I'm just going to clear that out. I'm hearing the word emotionality. It feels like there have been some emotional upheavals going on as of late, not very long time, less than 7 days. Emotional upheavals that kind of started maybe within the past 7 days, maybe like 7 days ago or so. It may have begun. But it's like stifling the energy centers, the second and the third. And like I said, when I went through them, it felt spongy. It felt like it absorbed someone else's energy. And then as I'm going down, I'm feeling a pain here, like it's a literal pain that I feel here. So whatever it's associated with, it will be on this side of your body, but it went up to my ear just now. So it will be on this side of the body, right? Your right side of the body. So it's some kind of pain body in here, and then it traveled to the ear, and like I felt a pain going up, like a line of pain. Could be sore throat, could come from not speaking your truth. That's what I get, is that it does come from not speaking your truth, not being open and truly honest about something that you're dealing with a female person. and it just caused a little stress. Okay, emotional stress. I keep getting this emotional thing. And then it reminded me of this pain here, which would be on this side. So it feels like it's all interrelated. So the voice, not speaking your truth, traveled up, and it traveled up as a pain, okay, and went to the head. Could feel like a sinus pressure, could feel like an upper respiratory situation, all created from an emotional state of being. It was created with an emotion. If you are physically feeling an irritation in that area, you could definitely use a couple of drops of oil of oregano under the tongue a couple times a day. Get some good oil of oregano, not any cheapy stuff. Yeah. So anyway, let's keep moving. And I'm clearing out that second and third. Yes, there is a cord attached to it. Excuse me, I'm gonna remove the cord right now. There's pain in this cord. There's pain that goes back and forth in this cord. This is at the second chakra, so there is a pain, stagnant energy. As I'm running through it, I feel like the vibration of the pain in my hand, not severe pain. And I'm hearing the word emotional. It is emotional hurt. Okay, and my hand is like really vibrating in it. So it's there, you know. So as I'm feeling it, it doesn't feel like pain. It feels like agitation, irritation, stuckness. I'm feeling it on this hand too. Like it's like binding my fingers. This hand, I feel it on my whole hand. This here, I feel it here on the fingers. And it just doesn't feel all that great. I'm just gonna cut this cord, do some healing in this section. Then the pain comes back to the nose area. I'm sorry, I'm like touching my glasses. It comes up here. So it could feel like sinus pressure. It really could. That could be what it manifested into. I'm hearing that it's all related. So this stuckness in the second, it's related to the not speaking the truth here. It's related to the pain that went up here on you. All of this is directly related. Yes, it will relate to finances if uncleared, but we're already clearing it. So you don't have to worry about that. But decision making. So it could make you make poor decisions. It could steer you in the wrong direction because it creates that cloudy confusion thing. So it is good that we are clearing it because you can make a poor decision. Just put this energy in your space. It's kind of special. All right, I'm still clearing. I still feel the intensity of this energy in the second chakra. It is with a female. Excuse me. I got confirmation. Yes, it is definitely with a female. Wow. Like it doesn't let up. As I'm clearing it out, I still, every time I touch it, I feel it. You know, I brought something down here. Oh, let me grab my bag. Hold on. All righty. Okay, good. Uh-oh. Okay, awesome. All right, that's good. It's nice and cleared up now. All righty, let me take a drink of water. Okay. All right, so that's good. Okay. Now we're gonna work on the octaves that flow through your being. Whew. I'm feeling pain. Okay, so that's why I went, woo! I'm feeling pain go down the back of my arm right here as I'm doing this healing and resetting. Okay. Look, I feel like I need a healing on my hand. All right. All right. So, all right, that is reset. Now let me look at your body. Actually, do I want to look at the card first? I'm gonna look at your body first. All right, let's look at these organs and see what I feel up in here. I do feel pain. When I'm going through the body, like in the torso, I do feel pain. I feel stagnation. I see a spot. I hear fiery light. I feel like there's a spot that is inflamed. I feel some other vibration on. It feels like two organs that we have worked on before. There is some energy there, mild stress there, not major. I feel like kidneys and pancreas, there's another organ that is like calling out. I feel like this is the organ you asked about. I hear inflamed and I hear overworked. You asked me about a diet. This is what I'm getting right now. You asked me about a diet and should you do this diet? And I'm feeling like this diet, it feels like you're doing some cleansing or something. It feels like there's a little cleansing happening in your body and it's stressing the liver out just a little bit. So it feels like it needs to be modified, the diet that you're doing, or if you're doing a cleanse or something like that, feels like it needs to be modified some because it's doing a little bit of overworking with the liver. The liver feels overworked. The liver feels inflamed. Like I heard fire or something. The liver feels like it's having an issue. I do want to see something really quickly. I'm gonna look up the anatomy chart. You know how I am. So give me one moment to look this up. I'm gonna press pause so y'all don't have to wait through this. Okay, so let me get it right now. So the organs that I was feeling earlier on, that there was a little stuckness or whatever, that was the liver. So that was doing kind of okay. Now, the other organ that is inflamed is, I'm feeling like that's the colon. Okay, so the liver was the part that was okay. The stress is on the colon. The colon is inflamed. The liver, but I feel like it was two organs. So it's the liver and something else. And I don't know what the other organ is. So it's the liver and another organ that's up there near the liver. I'm feeling like it's the pancreas. Okay. Those just were a little bit stressed. I'm hearing they're better than before. So they are on their healing journey. The colon is stressed. So maybe you're on a cleanse or something. So whatever is happening, it's just stressing the colon out a little bit. I'm trying to feel what I'm feeling like. Whatever you're doing, it needs to be modified. So I don't know what you're doing. Maybe you could send that to me, like what it is that you're doing. I don't even have my phone with me so that I can send you a quick text. So I'll ask you afterwards what it is that you're doing, and we can talk about it, because it feels like we need to have a conversation. Because something needs to be modified with whatever you're doing with your diet and your cleanse. But you did ask about the liver. The liver is doing better. Let me feel the liver again. Okay, so when earlier, a few minutes ago, we did release some energy and some stress from the liver. The liver is doing better. It was not as calm, but it was better than the last time. That's what I'm hearing, better than the last time. So the liver and the pancreas are healing. Okay, so now let's ask about this colon, like an intestinal tract area. It is not a bad thing happening in there. It's just a little bit stressed. Okay? Yeah. So it's not bad. So there's no need for alarm, just modification of whatever you're doing. I'm hearing too much of something. You're having too much of something in your diet. So we'll just talk about that, okay? I do want to see what the card says. So let's see what this is. Let's see what it is. Let's see what it is. So this was the one about the body. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. It's this lady with this nice blue gown on, and she is looking at this. It looks like a mountain or something. It reminds me of as above, so below. And then it has like a window with a rainbow coming through it. And it just feels like she's looking off into the distance. I'm seeing different shapes. What do I feel? No, let me just look it up. Distance, isolation, perspective. Distance not only gives nostalgia, but perspective and maybe objectivity. Okay? All right, physical distance or emotional detachment serve to give us a greater comprehensive view. Distance may also provide a clearer overall perspective than a close-up would. From this vantage point, we can often get the big picture and reach different conclusions. A solitary woman strolls a desolate beach, her isolation providing a point of reflection, distance from the influence of others. This is a scene of personal contemplation. The floating monoliths provide perspectives that suggest the distance with greater emphasis than what? The floating monoliths provide perspective and suggest the distances with greater emphasis than would an empty sky, perhaps representing issues in her life. Their distance reinforces her isolation, but may also provide her with the perspective and clarity of vision that she is seeking. We need to strike a balance when assessing a situation. Are you too closely involved, or should we we step back? Let me see. So that's that. Okay. And sometimes, okay, so what happens sometimes when I'm reading this stuff, like I start hearing stuff and then like I'm reading and then I'm like, oh my God, like it's hard to hear and read at the same time. So like I get messed up and I'm like, what did I just read? And then like I lose it all. So I'm gonna have to figure this whole card thing out because I don't know about it for me with sessions. I mean, it might be better that I just kind of read and try to see what I feel on it. Because I just get the stuff intuitively. The cards are supposed to be a guide and kind of help, you know. But yeah, I don't know if they're helping me or hindering me or stifling my flow of intuitive information. So anyway, let's see, what does this pertain to the body? Because this jumped out when I was asking about your liver. I don't get it. I don't get it at all about the liver and how that relates. I really don't. Let's see what I just feel. Let's see. It has me all in my head. I just can't. Everything that I read just has me in my head and not in spirit. So I don't get anything from that. Maybe you do. I just feel like whatever I said before on what's going on with the body, with the diet, either the diet or the cleanse, whatever's going on, because I feel like if you're not on a cleanse, the diet is cleansing you. With pertains to the liver, I just feel like the liver is not doing poorly. It is doing okay. You know, it has improved. Distance, perspective, I don't get all that. I don't know. I don't know why it jumped out. Maybe you got something for that. That card must have been for you, okay? And not for me to interpret for you because I really don't have a clue what that card is trying to tell me at this time. Okay. Okay, so now the last question that you asked was about business. So let me see what I see for that. Because you asked the question, and when I first read the question, I got a question actually when I read the question, but I kind of got a no to whether you should work with a particular company. So I did hear no to that, but I also don't know what work with the company means. Because you can work with a company in so many different ways, and you really didn't go into detail as to what did that mean. Like, what does that mean? Should I work with this company? In what way? Use them for marketing or distribution? Like, I don't get what your question is. So let's see. The card that I picked for your question was not for you. I didn't pick it, it fell out. Not for you. So let's see what that means. And I'm not even going to try to interpret it. I'm just going to see what not for you means. And it says, okay, this is a time when the most effective action is to allow others to show you the way forward. Observe their behavior and follow their lead. Your desire to push through must take a back seat for now. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. All right. So what I'm hearing just when I read that part, I'm coming back to that controlled energy and like what I'm hearing now is my way or the highway. So I'm coming back to that controlled energy, and like things are kind of like the way you want them to be. So I'm feeling like at this point in your business and in what you're dealing with, you are going to have to work with others with an open mind, and with the ability to receive what it is that they have to say, and be open for other people's ideas other than yours as being right. All right. Collaborate and offer your ideas rather than dictating what must happen. Let others come to you. It's important that they feel they have power now. Another meaning is about releasing your need to have things in the form you want. How do you want to feel? Basking in your success. How do you want to feel basking in your success? Now, allow the universe to show you the form. Yin is the sign of essence. Things may go more smoothly than you expect. So I feel like it's time to just be open and willing to accept what other people have to say, other people's ideas, other people's suggestions, and just know that things aren't going to always be the way you thought they were going to be. Yeah. And I feel like I'm still getting that, I'm still not feeling that the question that you asked me about the company should you work with, I'm still feeling a no to that. So let me look at it intuitively and see what I see. Spiritually, I should say. Okay, so what I see, like, I'm seeing the road for this, and I'm seeing the road, I'm seeing it as roses. So I'm hearing that if you work with that particular company, it will be okay at first, just a loose connection at first, and then it will be a quick parting. I'm feeling that in a 2-month period, you'd realize that, nah, this is not really the way to go. And again, I don't know what you mean by work with. What does that mean? But it feels like after a 2-month period, you will go this way, and that will go that way. I'm hearing not necessarily a good move, even to just get started with working with that particular company. I'm hearing not necessarily a good move. If you like, you could give me more detail about what this relationship would be like, so that I can see what I hear on what this would actually be like for you. Okay? Okay, so I do get that there are 2 other opportunities out there that are better than the one that you asked me about. So there are 2 other opportunities that are better than that one. So you could definitely, I'm hearing no to that. So, because I was asking, well, should you go with that one and then wait for the other 2? And I'm hearing no to that. So it just kind of would be like a waste of time. It would expend some of your energy that you don't need to put in that area. I'm hearing that it would create some frustration. You wouldn't be speaking your truth. I'm feeling like that's something that should be worked on, speaking your truth, being open and honest and real with some individuals. I'm hearing passive aggressive. So maybe at times, maybe your communication is passive aggressive. And I'm feeling that has to be worked on, especially with your upcoming business ventures. The passive aggressive will not work if that's the route that you take with some matters. So work on speaking your truth and getting your truth out, making sure that you're heard without tiptoeing through the tulips. Not saying that you have to be abrasive or offensive with others, but it is important for you to speak your truth, you know, and not beat around the bush. I'm hearing that you will continue to do that at times. You will. I'm hearing that with somebody in business that you're going to deal with, that's going to be a female, that is going to annoy that person and they will call you out on it. So maybe something you just want to work on now. Working on that particular situation, because that kind of came up today in the session, which was affecting you in a physical way. I'm feeling and hearing that when you're not open and honest with your communication, that it's going to lay little, and I hear the word nodules, it's going to lay little nodules in your body that you will end up needing to release later, and it will be physical. And it will be painful, like kidney stones or something. That's kind of what I'm getting. So it will be very important for you to really start to not bury your feelings about certain things and to keep them to yourself. And I'm hearing the word controlling again. Are you controlling or something? No, because I'm hearing that there is a side of you that likes things the way you want them, which people will feel is like controlling, or like you're trying to, it's like it's your way or the highway. And I'm just hearing, I feel like I'm hearing from your ancestors right now that they just want you to work on that, because that's going to be a hindrance in your, I'm hearing professional relationships and personal relationships. So, so that is something you would work on. Okay. All right. So, I've answered your couple of questions. If you have some more, just shoot me an email, and definitely ask me if you want some more clarification. And then also let me know more about what the situation is with the company that you asked me if you should partner with that company or whatever. But I still get a note to that, and to not even get started, because it will be a waste of your energy and your time, and you won't, I'm hearing it won't be fruitful, and you would have wished you didn't do it. That's what I'm getting from that. So anyway, I hope that I answered your questions and you got something out of this session. Definitely, those of you who watched, I hope you were entertained in some kind of way. Enjoy. Please like, subscribe, and if you want a session, I do have some openings each week. Not a lot, but I do have some from time to time. So you could just hit me up and I will show you how, or actually it's in the description box, how you can set up a session. So talk to y'all soon. Peace. Okay, so I'm back really quickly. I wanted to give you your well-being card for today. And it says, my purpose in life is joy. My purpose in life is joy. So this is your well-being card. And it says, the basis of your life is freedom. The purpose of your life is joy. You are free to choose new avenues for joy. And in your joyous growth, you will add to the experience of all that is. All right. So my purpose in life is joy. So your purpose in life is joy. All right. So have a wonderful day. Talk to you later. Peace.